From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jamison Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Bills at 7-3 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
To throw on 2nd down, Forbes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. they'd easily move into the top 5.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, Barber. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Derek Brown gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On the ground, Rodgers.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
1st down, Seahawks.
Rivers. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
You ain't doing nothing today.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trying on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. From the 35, here's 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Forbes. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
To throw on 3rd down, Forbes.
He's going to get there to his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Now they'll audible to something else. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Forbes. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Forbes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
He'll try again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great play there.
With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bills have cut it back within a score.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal. But we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here. And they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there is never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Throwing, Rivers. His throw incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Rivers. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rivers on first down.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fisher. And all the way inside. Before they drop him. 23 yards on the play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. They'll throw again. Rivers. Now open right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
A touchdown run there from a yard out
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on 1st down. Forbes escaping the pressure right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's short. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw again. This
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun. Forbes. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half, Rivers. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Forbes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Rivers. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye,
he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And just shutting him off there. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and it's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 63 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Working out of the gun, Rivers. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jamison Williams, a 22-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Barber. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jamison Williams, 30 yards. And the Seahawks get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it.
There he goes, right side. And now look at this. Big game and a fumble. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Forbes. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there, with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now Rodgers. Puts it on the carpet, it's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Rivers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Play action now. Rivers. He finds his man, complete. It's Fisher. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Rivers now. That'll be caught by Rodgers. Touchdown.
touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Bills 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good...
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Up the middle they go. It's Rodgers. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8.
Another carry now. And he loses the football a second time. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. Forbes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Forbes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again. Forbes. He finds his man, complete. It's short. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On first and 10, Forbes. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field is, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
On second down, it's Rodgers, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Seattle.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rodgers, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, Forbes. And this one too low.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Forbes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second down now, it's Rodgers, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Rivers. And he's taken down inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run.